All right, Scotty, so describe the moment when you realized why training athletes was your calling and that this was what you wanted to do.
Well, I mean, for me, it was just something that wasn't offered when I was a kid. So it was something that I knew I was missing.
Probably all started when I was an athlete here myself with Synergy. I trained with Scotty for 4 or 5 years, and just being in the environment, watching the process, and just being a part of it, it really made me enjoy and just consider, you know what, this is for me.
It wasn't being done in our community, so the main reason that I wanted to promote it and advertise it here is so that our kids in our community had that opportunity.
I had a great coach when I was a younger athlete, and seeing how he kind of shaped me into the athlete I wanted to be, made me want to do that in my future and help kids do that.
When I started, I think I started to realize how much of an impact we could have on them, not only through performance, but just on their lives outside of it too. But being able to see them physically improve on their goals and their athleticism and kind of what they want to do.
Early on, when I got to college, I realized very quickly that I would need to train and learn how to train well in order to improve myself. And then as I got older, became more of a mentor for my younger teammates. Seeing them improve proved to be just as fulfilling for me.
Probably back in high school, when my high school strength coach got a lot of joy out of it, and I saw how excited he would get about it. He would get that really cracked voice when he gets excited, and I was like, I hope that my job one day, it gets me that excited.
I mean, being an athlete myself, I feel like, and always coming here, I feel like it's just been kind of eye-opening for me, and I want to give the same level of performance that you guys gave me.
So I think having prior experience as an athlete, I really value what sports can do for a person and teach a person. I think it's cool to have a career where you can help them grow as an athlete in terms of their training, nutrition, which is what I really like.
I loved being an athlete. I love being around this area, but helping kids out too. Yeah, I formed from just that giant part of being here first.
So when you wake up in the morning, what are you most excited to come to Synergy to do?
I think,
I mean, sometimes that varies from day to day, as you know.
Just the athletes and the clients we have, I think.
It's just being around just the athletes.
See my clients.
Yeah.
Honestly, my clients are really what make this job worth it.
Being able to make a positive impact on them, whether they're 7 or 8 years old. We've had some people come in that are in their 50s and 60s. Doesn't really matter who they are or what they do, just kind of being with them, being around them, and sharing just the positive energy that I think the exercise brings.
I'm most excited for the people that I'm around, fellow trainers, my athletes, just the overall energy that everyone brings to this place is really fun to come and work out at every day.
Normally when I wake up, I love to come here and lift right away, and then I just love seeing the athletes that I see and getting to train them and having conversations daily. Yeah.
So we all have days when we don't feel like doing what needs to be done to accomplish things, right? So what do you do to get out of that mindset?
I guess in terms of me personally, I think of something that I don't want myself to be, and that usually kind of motivates me enough to get out of that headspace.
That's a tough question, just because especially in this industry, we can get a lot of challenges.
For me, believe it or not, in this business, it's to get as far away from training and athletics as possible. Might sound kind of weird, but it's really the only way for me to get myself out of that training mindset and the competitive mindset is to just get away from it completely.
I think just trying to remind myself of why I'm here. I'm here because I like doing what I'm doing, because I'm hopefully helping a lot of other people. And once I kind of get back in the right frame of mind, then it's a lot easier to do those things on those long days.
Yeah, so my biggest thing is I do my best, because sometimes, like you just said, we wake up and it's I don't know if it's going to be our day. I try to start myself in my own mindset of coming here and lifting myself. Part of it is getting in the athlete's shoes themselves, and I have that background of being an athlete myself, so if I can come in and at least like clear my head with a good lift, the rest of the day is usually pretty good.
A lot of times I'll think about the example I want to set for my son.
In order to get out of that mindset,
Coming in and just like starting with my own workout helps with that a lot.
I go back to thinking about who I'm doing this for. Like, I make it less about myself. I make it about, again, my clients. I make it about my wife, my daughter.
So yeah, obviously we all have our days where we're kind of in our moods and stuff, but just like, you know, work out for whatever it is, an hour, hour and a half, just to kind of burn off some of that and just get ready through my own workout, to help our athletes with their own, I think really helps with that.
I always feel a lot better after I go for a run, and also too, just like when I'm in like the work mode, like understanding that you're there for the athletes, and like it wouldn't be fair to them for me to be, you know, down in the dumps and not my best self for them. Like you kind of got to show up for someone else, which kind of pulls you out of that place when you're doing it not just for yourself, but for the sake of someone else.